This is famous. Listen, tune in to Epic Radio every day, all night, all morning. Epic Radio is the best. Famous say so.
Today, not Tuesday, the 23rd of June 2026. Hello and welcome to the second edition of the Epic Morning Show for the week on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM, Radio Garden. We also do live on Facebook and surf on YouTube. My name is Usman Ibrahim Mara. The Epic Morning Show, now a 2.5 hour long program, we're divided into the first and second segment. In the first segment of the program this morning, the Union Trust Bank Resolution Saga. Everything you need to know, we will look at during the first segment of the program. And in the second segment, Reginald Sawyer will review the biggest national stories we happened yesterday. My name is Usman Ibrahim Mara. Continue for day with the morning show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM and all major social media handles and Safe Radio Garden, Choice FM and Radio Izimi Napuja on the street. As we continue with this new week, as always, I want to remind you for say every great achievement they start with just one single step. No matter how many challenges we don't face last week and we don't face at the start of the week, today another opportunity for learn, for grow, and for move closer to your goals. This is not the morning show. Stay with us.
Slim G, smile for me. All the things you did to me, I'm going to make you pray for me. Every song, baby girl, smile for me. I'm gonna make you pray for me, baby. You know me, walking on my left. You know me, girl, me walk with me, right, baby. Baby girl, smile for me. I'm gonna make you pray for me, baby. You know me, walking on my left. You know me, girl, me walk with me, right, baby. Baby girl, smile for me, and I go ever make you cry, yeah. You know me, heart to heart, soul to soul, and body to body.
1xBet. Your game has no limits. In 1x game section, you'll find hits, crash, burning hot, crystal, western slot. Each game is a separate world with real winnings. Play on website or in the app. Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra Leonean Leones. 1x Games, a world of games, wherever you are.
Welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM and all we major handles them. You want a natural tea where they refresh your body. You look for something healthy and gentle on digestion. You want that tea where they keep you feeling refreshed all day. Our tea has got you covered. Made from naturally grown tea leaves. It is healthy, refreshing, and easy on digestion. With 100 tea bags in every pack, there's always more to enjoy and share. Our tea, natural refreshness in every sip, brought to you by Karel. I'll ask you this very simple question. If something happens to your business or property today, how fast are you able to recover them? Well, now that's making it J-Man Insurance. They are known for the fastest claim payments, so you can get back to your business without any stress or delays. Plus, the premium is very affordable and also very flexible, where they work very well for you. You can call J-Man Insurance on 088-220-137 or visit the headquarters on number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, very trustworthy and professional. Welcome back to the program. Introducing James Kamaramane. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Usman. Good morning. We listeners out there. So this morning we want for also remind everybody. Say yesterday we see the SLPP, but he also supports the APCs in the bereavement as the lead and chairman, the party chairman, to rest as of yesterday. Honorable Mikhailo Ansari. Want to say continue to say to the family of the honorable member and also to the APC party. Another one is
it was a surprise because I interviewed Moses Mambo yesterday and it wasn't clear whether President Biogo attend the funeral ceremony of Alhaji Mikhailu Mansari, but we see President Bio attend the laying in state ceremony in a parliament, and lots of other ministers, opposition and many other political party leaders then be there in parliament yesterday for observe this ceremony with the APC, for sympathize with the APC. But however, now on social media and across the political spectrum, questions have been raised over the absence of key party officials, including Dr. Samura Matthew Wilson Kamara, the APC flag bearer for the 2023 elections. I mean, people not see him. We not see him anywhere near the funeral processions. Questions have been asked, and given the fact for say he led the APC to the 2023 elections, which the APC is still contesting, and Alhaji Mikhailo Mansari was the chairman of the APC. We take the APC to the election day. So controversies have been coming up after the burial. However, now though, we hope what we see happen between the APC and government, this peaceful environment will actually continue in future cycles. Indeed.
So yes, so we want to see that continue. Officially now, even though they don't take oath of allegiance, that's for become a citizen of Sierra Leone, the American-born wife of Sierra Leone Chief Minister Kate Contiris don't officially receive a Sierra Leonean passport and don't become a full Sierra Leonean with a Sierra Leonean passport as of June 2026. That's not become a very official. And another one, we also talk about the clash we happened yesterday. Kailang, Usai, we see Okada rider and also the police officers there. We get serious clash. We're here to get the resident minister for East Region, when Ajusu Jaka Gobe, self don't condemn the clash we happened between the police by Kaida yesterday in Kalang Tong, and also don't say they don't launch investigation for looking into what happened and to make them find an amicable solution to the clash we happened yesterday. Before we go to the sport lovers, them want to tell people and say, or maybe most don't go down see and say, the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer don't resign officially as the leader of the Labour Party and also as British Prime Minister. It don't happen for be the 6th Prime Minister where he don't resign in a decade, where in 10 years time BC, UK don't lost, the 6 prime ministers don't resign as prime minister officially inside 10 years. So end up being number 6 person.
This come after long pressure between within members of the Labour Party. I mean, for very long term, people have been criticizing the policies of Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer. I mean, at least he served for more than a year, because we remember Liz Truss, where he win the leadership contest of the Conservative Party and become the Prime Minister of the UK. He served for only 44 days. So for many, I mean, we see emotional Keir Starmer will be the speech outside number 10 Downing Street yesterday, be the cry and say he will give more attention out to his family, to him picking them, and he was very proud for serve the greatest country, as he put him, in the world.
Yes, it's a sad moment for him actually, and see him make fun. He say, well, he will continue for the welfare in family after office. Well, for the sports loving fans, then Messi will become officially the highest goal scorer in the World Cup, FIFA World Cup ever. So it does set a record yesterday, and for people who ask who are the greatest player of all time, well, you don't get the answer as well, because Ronaldo up to now book for net a goal lead inside the 2026 World Cup. I am not saying that they're against Ronaldo, but Messi don't show say he has been the greatest players of all time anyway. That's what to get now the international and also the breaking news.
All right, thank you so much. You still here with the Epic Morning Show. Stay with us.
Baby girl, smile for me, yo yo, and I go make it great for me, baby. You know me, look what in my life. You know the girl with me, want to be me wife, baby. Baby girl, smile for me, yo yo, and I go make it great for me, baby. You know me, look what in my life. You know the girl with me, want to be me wife, baby. Your beautiful smile to me makes me sacrifice everything. Come on, baby, you know me, desire. And I go ever diss you, and I will miss you. I promise you, you know me love. And I go ever diss you, and I will miss you. I promise you, you know me love. And I go ever diss you, and I will miss you. I promise you, you know me love. If you really set me free, I will grant your destiny. You are my everything. You make me happy. Anything you want, I go buy you. Anything you need, I go give you. Baby girl, I know you feel me. I get love for you. Baby girl, smile for me, yo yo, and I go make it great for me, baby. You know me, look what in my life. You know the girl with me, want to be me wife, baby. Baby girl, smile for me, yo yo, and I go make it great for me, baby. You know me, look what in my life. You know the girl with me, want to be me wife, baby. I put that they cook and broke, watch me back to make a slip for me now you. I put that they cook and broke, watch me back to make a flip for me now you. I put that they cook and broke, watch me back to make a slip for me now you. Cook and broke, watch me back to make a fit for me and you. Baby girl, listen this, I wanna me say. Instead of with your back that them traffic do wreck. Cause me don't want to see you go ahead. Me like to see you smile. Me like to see you move your body like it's take a girl smile. Real make me feel fine. Really love the way you can dress and design. So can give me the thing, me go get the thing, can give me the thing.
Okay, you're highly welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. Today on the program, we look at the Union Trust Bank resolution saga with the everything you need for know inside the show today. So we know the bank governor Ibrahim L. Stevens announced just last week for say the Bank of Sierra Leone using the Bank of Salon the act in 2019 that they don't transfer operations of the Union Trust Bank to the Rokel Commercial Bank, the state-controlled Rokel Commercial Bank. And this after they say a long row with Union Trust Bank over deficits them over the years. Now, according to the Bank of Salon, they say the lifetime deficit of Union Trust Bank will accumulate to 328.52 million new loans, which is 328.52 billion old loans in cumulative retained losses. And according to them, by 2020, the bank equity, when at the net value, well, that's if they sell everything and pay off all the debts, don't turn negative. And by the time when them finally hand over the operations of Union Trust Bank to the Bank of Salone, the Deputy Bank Governor Alfred Sama reports for say the bank net worth do reduce to a negative 515 million leons. So we mean say if customers them gonna Union Trust Bank at a very day they say they want to go withdraw and cash them, Union Trust Bank now gets the money for pay all of those customers them. So a lot of issues do happen with the controversies. I mean the role with the shareholders of the Union Trust Bank and the central bank with regards to how for resolve the issue. I mean, there have been some who don't say this is not the best option for fully resolve and hand over the operations to a competitor, Ukel Commercial Bank, that there are other ways to resolve it. So to look at this morning here inside the Epic Morning Show, and we'll look at all waiting lead to the final handover of Union Trust Bank operations to Ukel Commercial Bank inside the Epic Morning Show today. I mean, we all know for say Union Trust Bank now the oldest or the only Salone, well, indigenous owned bank in the country, founded in 1995 by Dr. Sanfa Koroma. Since 1995, Union Trust Bank has been one of the biggest banks in Sierra Leone and with lots of presence in most regional capitals across the country with lots of customers them. So handing over the operations of Union Trust Bank to Ukel Commercial Bank don't completely wipe up that ownership. A Salone man go get owner, go be the owner of a local bank. So we mean say all the remaining banks, well apart from Salone Commercial Bank and Ukel Commercial Bank, all the remaining banks should be owned by foreigners. No Salone man, no own bank na Salone again. We'll look at everything you need for know this morning here inside the Epic Morning Show. Stay with us.
You make me happy. Anything you want, I go buy you. Anything you need, I go give you. Baby girl, I know you feel me. I get love for you. Baby girl, smile for me. Yo, yo, and I go make you cry for me. Baby, you not me look what in my life. You not the girl with me, want to be my wife. Baby, baby girl, smile for me. Yo, yo, and I go make you cry for me. Baby, you not me look what in my life. You not the girl with me, want to be my wife.
Okay, welcome back to the program. Introducing Wusu by Koroma, Executive Director, Union Trust Bank. Mr. Koroma, good morning.
Good morning.
I get the Koromas in the studio this morning. And Abu Sanfa Koroma, the manager, the credit department of Union Trust Bank. Mr. Koroma, good morning.
Good morning.
But I want to start with you, Mr. Usubai. How did we get here? that's the big question for many people. I want to broke them down for the many thousand listeners with the Listen in the Morning show today. I mean, for many people, when customers them of Union Trust Bank, they are concerned as to what's the issue currently at play between the central bank and Union Trust Bank and everything. How did we get here to a total transfer of Union Trust Bank to a commercial bank?
Okay, so in December, we all get the news or the directives from Bank of Sierra Leone. We announced the initial start of the transition process. But now we go back to, like you say, we go back to where it all started. For the bank, I think it will only be fair for those begin at the year 2018. 2018, the bank has been in existence for the last 31 years. But in 2018, we saw a change in some of the recovery patterns then. For example, we've been getting some debts then from government-related contractors. These debts became crystallized because there was non-payment. For one reason or the other, I think the Ministry of Finance at that time being need for verify whether these debts actually exist, whether these people have completed these works. It was a change of government. I don't know if you go back to the internet. So the Ministry of Finance being for verify and do a lot of background, going to all these contractors and see actually whether they actually do the work and all this. So. That year we recorded a loss. The first year we recorded a loss in terms of profitability, in terms of performance. So it started from 2018, and then it's accumulated for the last 6 years. So 6 years down the line, we still do make loss until 2024, when we put we head slightly above the water, we make a profit in 2024 and subsequently in 2025. But that 6-year period was our worst period. In Adande, the Bank of Sierra Leone, they capitalized on.
So how exactly that 6 years was the worst period? I mean, how una continue for the make losses during that 6-year period?
Well, it is spillover, when you make a loss 1 year, the next year, recover some of them loans, then there's a lot of factors where you have to go behind and say we do repossess people, when you go into the actual litigations and we try for repossess people and properties, because some of them losses then they first of all we've been get security. The customers have been coming with their collaterals, Osbook and all that thing, and they so we've been get for seek legal constraints on them properties. Then they so it's a court related issue. And say courts not to one day to the business. Court where you go court today they take months, even years. So we get a few years where we get for go through all them stresses and they for recover. And so, basically in 2020, 2022, 2023, we recover some of them loans, then they recover some of them amounts, then they, and, subsequently we'll stand to make profit in 2024 and 2025. So,
yeah, but up until the total collapse, where we don't see, I mean, the Bank of Sierra Leone still say there were a massive pile of non-performing loans in Union Trust Bank. We mean, as in, for make people understand, these are loans where people not still paid, we therefore pay and still not paid.
Yes.
I mean, waiting na be the mechanisms for actually, how come the bank, una as the operators, so totally failed in that area there for recover these loans?
Well, it's not a failure because, like I say, it take a while for recover. If you get a customer and not pay in time, you fall on in security, in collateral wake out. So it's what I have to say.
It's a one-day process.
So una weighing the option in there?
Oh, sure. Sure. And we still, some of them loans, then they will still then cut on them. We still they go through the channels them for recover. So it's an ongoing process. It's not so, you know, it doesn't stop with just the bank being.
Okay. Before I come to you, Abu Sanfa, make I just take this. This is not the bank governor Ibrahim El Stevens, where he be talk just last week. At the Bank of Salon headquarters, and we'll be right back.
In addition, the bank had accumulated retained losses of Leon NLE 328.52 million, resulting in a significantly negative capital position. To comply with the capital requirements, UTB would have required to raise approximately Leon NLE 450.52 million by the end of December 2025. The capital shortfall would have increased further to approximately Leon NLE 524.52 million by December 2026, and further to Leon NLE 598.52 million by December 2027. Clearly, you are dealing with an insolvent financial institution. What does insolvency mean? It means that at any point in time of those data I've given, if all the depositors of UTB were to come forward and say, give me my money, I want my money back, UTB will not have assets to cover those liabilities. It was basically an insolvent financial institution. And this has persisted for a very long time. Why did the Bank of Sierra Leone intervene? The Bank of Sierra Leone made every reasonable effort to facilitate the recovery of UTB before considering resolution. In September 2020, the Bank of Sierra Leone placed UTB under enhanced supervision, and a resident examiner was deployed to closely monitor the operations of UTB. Over a period of more than 5 years since then, the Bank of Sierra Leone issued several directives to the shareholders and management of UTB, requiring them to do the following. First, inject additional capital. Second, strengthen governance and risk management practices. Third, improve asset quality. And fifth, restore profitability. Despite these interventions and opportunities for recovery, the shareholders were unable to recapitalize the institution, and no credible recovery plan was successfully implemented. In September 2024, as part of our mandate and engagement with international partners, especially our economic program with the IMF and the government's economic program with World Bank, the Bank of Sierra Leone was required to conduct an independent diagnostic and forensic review of the operations of Union Trust Bank. This independent diagnostics and forensic review was conducted by Ernst & Young Ghana, which confirmed that UTB's condition had significantly deteriorated. The review found that, one, there was a negative Tier 1 capital for UTB, effectively corroborating the estimate that the Bank of Sierra Leone had provided to the partners. Two, the restoration plan implemented between 2019 and 2024 had failed. Three, the asset quality had deteriorated significantly. And four, there were no significant or realistic prospects for recapitalization and recovery under the existing ownership structure. This was an independent diagnostic forensic review conducted by Ernst & Young Ghana. These findings corroborated and reinforced the Bank of Sierra Leone's assessment that continued operation of the institution was no longer viable. Why did resolution become necessary? The Bank of Sierra Leone concluded that UTB was insolvent, had exhausted all reasonable recovery options, and had posed an increasing risk to depositors and the stability of the economic and financial system. Allowing the institution to continue operating under these circumstances would have exposed depositors to greater risk and undermined the confidence in the banking sector. Consequently, regulatory intervention became absolutely necessary and unavoidable. Resolutions, actions undertaken. Engage 3 potential acquiring institutions and identified and approved local commercial bank as the acquiring institution following a fit and proper assessment by the Bank of Sierra Leone. Also, and perhaps more.
Okay, you're welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM, Radio Garden, Radio Zimin, Apuja on District, and we're live on Facebook and YouTube. Abu Sanfa, you are the manager for the credit department, and according to the bank governor, he's saying that a lot of deficits of people taking loans and not paying, and according to he say this bidon lead to $328.52 million in lifetime retained losses of the bank by December 2025. How did we get there?
Okay. The extract we played, the governor cover a lot of things then we can deal with individually. The retained losses where they talk about now 328 leons, not dollars.
Okay. Millions. Yes.
Yes. Now accumulated. So now the losses over a period of time we don't accumulate.
6 years.
Yes. So, but according to the governor himself, he said he gave me 4 directives. First one, inject additional capital. Capital now, pretty much the most important issue at hand. Shortly after the decision for undertake this resolution, this transition, the shareholders of Union Trust Bank be able to secure the required capital. So in terms of obtaining capital, we don't, as far as we're concerned, we don't achieve that day. The second directives where the governor mentioned, strengthening governance and risk management. We don't do that day already. We get in place since 2018, 2020, we don't institute several procedures and policies internally for limit to these things. And these have been working. It's just that the system, for instance, as the executive director just mentioned, for go after these when a customer defaults, for go after them, it's not a 1 day, 2 day thing. Sometimes it can last years. So the process is ongoing. The fourth directive we mentioned was restore profitability. Just as the director just said, we go through a period of losses, but eventually we'll be able to turn them around. In 2024, we record first profit after a while, and then in 2025 we even surpassed that day multiple times. So in terms of the directives where the governor lists, we don't achieve them on a day, and most of them we achieve internally.
So how come then he hand over these operations?
Well, this is one of the things we're puzzling to we as well.
The bank governor decide not to listen to now?
This is, as I said, this is one of the things we're puzzling to we as well, because after the decision, we communicate, we try to communicate with the central bank. We send them a proposal for the capital we don't require, and we not get no response from them. So from my own opinion, it seems as if now a decision where they don't make.
And the capital was enough for cover all for those deficits where they talk about?
Multiple times, not only cover with capital requirements, but enough for upgrade and revitalize the bank. So, I mean, during them periods it's difficult for raise the capital. As you can see from within the governor say, the capital they increase them every year for which about 74 million every year, leons. So in the position where UTB in there at that point it's difficult for raise the capital. Sierra Leone will not get capital market. You know, just go out into the open and request for additional cash. Sierra Leoneans don't invest. They don't invest in businesses. So we've been able to go outside, go internationally and look for capital. And during them periods in there, it not been easy because the bank not been there in a good position. Imagine you they try for get investors and they will ask you for your statements and things in there, and you will see losses in your books. So give them comfort for invest. So what we decide? We decide for focus internally, let's strengthen the bank, let's get the bank back to profitability. Then we can able for shop them out and seek for investors, which is exactly what we did. We eventually turned things around internally. We tightened up our structures. We eventually became profitable. And sort of late last year, we restructure, we sort of capital mobilization efforts. And towards the end of the year, we begin to receive positive feedbacks. And by the end of the year, we don't raise the required capital. But for some reason...
By the end of last year?
Yes.
But the time elapsed this month.
We don't lapse, and
the 6 month window we then give, elapsed to this
the 6 month window na the transition period, which was from December, supposed to be from December to June. Late December, early June, we don't secure the required capital. We send a proposal to BSL, and then
they not get any response.
No. And mind you, we do all this without any assistance from anybody, from government, no bailout, no nothing. We actually go through, this period, what they talk about, so we went through some very, we did sacrifices, made a lot of sacrifices, in terms of our budgeting, in terms of our operational expenses. We curtail a lot of our spending. We not be promote any events or any other kind of thing, and they just make sure say we try for build the bank up and return to profit, and which was we did that. We made profit in 2024 and subsequently in 2025. So my own question is that why now? I mean, if it was in 2023, the Bank of Sierra Leone say that they come in the bank, you had, a reason to, because we had made losses for the last 6 years. But now we don't turn, we don't make profit 1 or 2 years, then you come in now and say, what you be do back then.
So waiting una things in the reason we Bank of Salon gets behind all of this?
I'm not going to specify or able to talk on that right now because I don't have any proof of any misgivings or anything like that.
But you suspect something?
Well, yeah, there are 1 or 2 things that will happen where Mrs. F. King able, put 1 or 2 things together and say, all right, this is something other than what's in the Bank of Sierra Leone, the accused way of, But again, there's no proof, and we just left them for that for now. But we also pursue this matter in the courts of Sierra Leone, and up to date we have not had any decision from the judge and the judiciary.
So this resolution where the Bank of Sierra Leone take this step will take. When I don't take this matter in a court.
Sure.
Against the Bank of Sierra Leone.
Sure.
Say what's an argument?
I know we will go into details of that right now, sir. It's a court-related issue, and that might jeopardize the case itself.
Okay, but within this mean for, we all know Dr. Sanfa Kuruma. Within this mean for the legacy of Dr. Sanfa Kuruma?
As at now, the Union Trust Bank is no more. The governor done passing resolution, and we are at, the UTB is no more for now.
How this will affect the legacy of Dr. Sanfa Kuruma?
Greatly. There's no more legacy after these 31 years. The bank ceases to operate under Union Trust Bank.
Were there other alternatives then where you think say Bank of Sierra Leone forbidden take apart from total handing over of the operations to Ukel Commercial Bank?
Yes, of course. Like we said, the main important thing was cash. We needed capital, and all we needed was slightly more time. And like I said, less than a month after the resolution took place, we contacted the Bank of Sierra Leone, and we presented a proposal, and it was never adhered to. It was never responded to. So
they don't even acknowledge safety they receive them.
So from my own point of view, all we need now more time. But we're not opposed to regulation. Under such circumstances, regulation warranted. But some amount of leniency or patience. I mean, the economy, Sierra Leone economy, not to the best right now. And over the last few years, even the global economy, there was a global recession, there was COVID-19. All these things affected performance. So from my own point of view, I think, the central bank need to take all these things into consideration. The governor mentioned the restoration plan where they get for Union Trust Bank between 2019 and 2023. He said it had failed. We would disagree with Andy because, in my own opinion, we don't turn the bank around, we don't bring them back to profitability, and also we don't raise the required capital. So all we really need was that little bit of extra time for put everything in place. And we don't think, the central bank afford with Andy. And with the history and the legacy where you mentioned, we feel, therefore be afford with that extra time.
Yeah, on the possible alternatives then, you think other way be there? I mean, could the Bank of Salon, maybe the Bank of Salon actually help out? I mean, for that capital you want to talk about, for giving a loan, we invest this money and by a period of time we pay back? Around
2013 to 2015, both Rokel Commercial Bank and Sierra Leone Commercial Bank were in similar, or you could say even worse positions then. The then government stepped in, and they be able to secure funds from some government agencies and inject them into them banks in there. And now we can see them banks in there, they do well.
And if we don't do this for UNA too?
No, we're not being get the offer. There was no interest.
The argument behind that was both Sierra Leone Commercial Bank and Rokel Commercial Bank are partly owned by government, so that's why government step in. We not get a big brother, or we not get a godfather. We go step in and say, here's X amount of money. You had to do it based on performance. And like I say, when you go to an international investor or any investor, that they ask you for send you 3 years, 4 years performance statements. When you send them performance statements, then it does not reflect a good image. We were doing poorly then. So the idea was to fix those internal processes, then we raise our head above the water, and which we did. Without no backing, no bailout from anybody, we were able to turn this thing around, and we started making profits. Just based on we tightened some of we expenditures and controls, tighten them out, and then we were making profits. So, my question is, why now? Why Bank of Sierra Leone for coming now when we head done this slightly above the water? We don't be able to swim now.
Well, you get answer for that why now, day?
No. We don't get any answers for that.
Oh, okay. But who side is left the shareholders them of Union Trust Bank? Who side is left the shareholders them? Then get any stake na Rokel Commercial Bank?
According to the deputy governor, he said because the assets outweigh the liabilities, so the shares are worth nothing. So which means the shareholders get nothing.
Well, how many shareholders then will be get at Union Trust Bank?
Roughly about 49 to 50 shareholders, both corporate and individuals as well.
And those are mostly Sierra Leoneans, the indigenous?
Primarily, all of them are Sierra Leoneans.
So even the building, the Dr. Samfakawoma building, Natong, it's not owned by anybody. It's owned by Rokel Commercial Bank right now.
Well, it was owned by Union Trust Bank.
So everything now is owned by Rokel Commercial Bank.
And that's another thing. The secrecy behind all this. We're not even preview to the proposal where Rokel offer to Bank of Sierra Leone. Nothing. We were completely left out. So all the negotiations, all that in the day, we were not part of it. So even, you know, if you ask me what in Rokel even pay to Bank of Salon, we don't even know. It's all secret. So we did ask for a little bit of transparency for all of these things. It shouldn't be held, you know, in secret.
Is that you think there's a going back in this way they fully they resolve the issue right now?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, you know, we are not preview to some of them meetings and conversations and they would go on. So that's why we believe there's a case. We have a case for per-breach of fiduciary relationship, and that means Bank of Sierra Leone and Union Trust Bank were not in very cordial relationship, I would say. So
for how long, Dandy?
For the last, well, for say last couple of months.
Well, that couple of months I've seen, even when Dr. Sanfa Kuma was alive.
Yeah, towards the end of December 2025. Because when you correspond and you're not getting any feedback, that's worrying, you know.
Abu Sanfa, before I come to Mr. Prince, you think say if Dr. Sanfa Kuma was here, I mean, this not going to happen?
Well, take into consideration, according to the governor himself, this thing has been going on for a while. And we try to manage the situation. We found a late CEO passed late September, and we lay him to rest in early October. Bank of Sierra Leone come in first week December. So it was pretty much a month and a half. I mean, even if you talk about new management, what do you expect new management to achieve within that period? Our main focus was on raising the capital. And the time period too short. It seems as if they took advantage of the situation. They knew the CEO was out, we were vulnerable, and they moved in. And yeah, it been too soon after the passing. Follow you assume say everything is just above the books.
According to the bank governor,
sorry, one more thing. We received a letter from the central bank on the 17th of November requesting us to submit a capital restoration plan. Remember, the most important thing is the capital. We're out looking for capital. Then ask we for present a capital restoration plan by the 18th of December. We were preparing for that, and we were very optimistic because at that point we were negotiating with a few investors. And then so we worked towards the 18th of December. Then on the 8th, BSL decided to come in and just stop everything what we do. So we think it was a bit unfair, and there's a lot of cloudiness around the whole situation. And given the fact, since this happened, there's been no communication with the shareholders, none whatsoever. So it will raise suspicion.
Yeah, according to the bank governor, he say this no go mean say employees of Union Trust Bank will be sacked. I mean, you now be the head of the credit department. Are you still working?
Not the head of the credit department, a manager within the credit department.
Okay, but you still work there?
Yes, well, the plan, even though we don't get anything in writing, once again, the plan was since last week, since the resolution, actually the transition come into effect, all staff have been paid their end of service benefits under Union Trust Bank and have been transferred over to Rokel with a 6-month probation, depending on your performance. But obviously, up till now, there's been no contracts have been given, no communication, no nothing. So most of the staff, since last week, they go work for go work. We don't know your salary, you don't know your terms and conditions, you don't know anything. So there's still a lot of secrecy. There's still a lot that's happening without full disclosure, full transparency.
Okay, let's just bring in Prince Jacob Macaulay, winner a private economics consultant. Mr. Macaulay, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yes, good morning. How are you? And welcome to your listeners.
Yeah, what do you make of this Union Trust Bank resolution?
One is a shocking thing to me, it's a surprise. And then I've been feeling so many things here have been for them laid down into the banking system, into the financial system, the financial institution system. You get so many roles them way you play in within. So the first thing first where I go like for decide for take on first. I want them for no say if they are merging UTB with local commercial banks, it's okay. But local commercial bank to taking over UTB, it's a massive disaster because local commercial bank, they are like you're saying, they are saving capital. They need to declare it to the people. I'm sure it's not over $4 million. And then check the liability of UTB. So how are you going to take over? So for me to take over, I want them to be able to explain to the people of Sierra Leone how local commercial bank will take over UTB. If they are merging, if they're going to merge the bank, okay, we're going to look. Because to the governor's speech, I heard he said government is going to take the liability. And then for the depositors, they're going to give the depositors for them to get more guarantees. And that's where local commercial bank will be coming. So I think it's not going to take over. It's a merge. They're going to merge UTB and local commercial bank, to my understanding, according to the speech of the bank governor. But then for local commercial bank to be able to take over UTB is wrong. And then secondly,
on that very point, still, just get them clear. Also, you also think it's a merge? Not a total takeover?
No, it's not a merger.
A total takeover?
I believe so.
Well, there's been no communication. There's been no communication between Bank of Sierra Leone and the shareholders of Union Trust Bank.
So how come when I get to that point and I'll say it's not a merge, a total takeover?
Well, it's a transition. All from what we hear, all the assets are going over to local commercial bank. So
I don't think the assets, they said the depositors, the asset is coming to the government. This is what I understand, because local commercial bank have no capacity to take over UTB. I'm stating it here and then I'm telling you.
Why you say that, Andy?
Local commercial bank present financial strength is not over $4 million. I will tell you for sure. So how can you have $4 million to go and take over a bank for over 20 with liability of over $20 million according to? So it's not possible in terms of the financial strength for local commercial bank to take over. If they say they're going to merge the bank for the depositors and also the operations of the bank to merge with local commercial bank, and then the government will able to get take the liability and the assets, and then that will be good. And if the government able to adhere to what I think, to what the governor said they're going to adhere on, if they're going to keep to that particular thing. But for me, my own side and everything, it happened with local commercial bank in 2012, which government bailed local commercial bank out. So why not UTB?
Yeah, but local commercial bank is partly government owned.
Yes, it's partly government owned, but by then the CEO of UTB was a shareholder also in local commercial bank by then. The late man was a shareholder in a local commercial bank. Sure. And then also again, this one thing we are talking about local content. So I was expecting the local content people to be here. How are you going to save a local bank owned by a Sierra Leonean? So that means, are you going to erase the legacy of a very good banker we have in this country before?
You think this will encourage any Sierra Leone in the future of actually invest in the banking sector?
But this is a clear indication for Sierra Leone not to even make an attempt. You understand me? Because for me, I'm thinking it's a surprise for the operations guy, the manager, just say the family of the late man, for say they are not engaged. So I think say them if they don't allow the court process going on, allow the court for able to do proper thing, and then also again, because if them say the bank governor is putting on a point said if the depositors then say they need all the money then today they're not waiting call, but the people that are here running the bank said no, that's not true. So there is a contradicting issue around here. So I feel say if we don't be as out then they call for a transparency, if we don't come out then put out a transparency, lay everything play on the table, get a good negotiation. You understand me? I believe in a proper negotiation. You understand me? With bringing good negotiation, always come with a sustainable solution. So I've been feel say them if we don't come with that particular thing there on the table, but back and forth communication without responding, without thing, I just feel say good, because one, I'm looking at the perspective of a local content, and then also again for erase one of the great banker. I don't know if you know the late man. If you read the history of the late man and all thing, it motivates some of us to come into the financial institution in Sierra Leone, and then you look, and get a very good track record with African Development Bank, FAWE. You get me? And then he also gets a very good with women's in terms of loans and all things. So these are some of the things where I've been feel say them if we're not able to sit down, then get a proper discussion, come out with a sustainable solution, we go able to get the banking. But for me, for erase the legacy, I'm not part of it.
So according to you don't think say BSL use the right alternatives them for settle this issue?
No, there's no. I think if even they are claiming to use it, I feel say there is a more 10 them if we don't go. You're able to push more. You can't do something in arm's length, because this is arm's length according to what the directors here are saying. It's an arm's length conversation. You can't be discussing with somebody and then they're out there without communication with him. I just feel say, for me, I believe in anything which you do to me, I feel say right for me, and then I feel say go right for you. So most probably today, then they on this other side, you might not know what will happen in the future. You get me? But I'm happy they try to exhaust all possible, because I want possibly believe in the Sierra Leone justice system. I believe in the justice system so much. So I believe say them will try for see how best them will go through it. But for me, I still plead on the BSL and the government of Sierra Leone for them to able to go a little bit more. If they imagine it as how they say it, then I say let them find it, and then if they adhere to it, say that they take. But Wokel Commercial Bank don't have the capacity, because how you want say Wokel Commercial Bank is taking over, where most of the provinces where UTB is operating, Wokel Commercial Bank is operating. Wokel Commercial Bank also is operating there. So how are you going to operate? How are you going to operate? And then what is going to be doing with those assets, the staffs on that area? Because if you talk of Maboka, Wokel Commercial Bank in Maboka, in Makeni, in Lonsa, the same, these banks are all operating there. And then UTB is more in the provinces than some of these banking institutions. So how are you going to say you're going to do things like that? Wokel Commercial Bank don't have that capacity to take over UTB. So for me, that particular proposal day, we need to able to get that particular proposal day, as they are requesting. As a Sierra Leonean and as a citizen also, I think say we also need to get that particular thing there. And then as a customer of UTB, myself need for able to see that particular proposal.
Are you scared for your money within a UTB?
No. I'm 100%. I'm not scared. I'm not. I'm banking with UTB. My mom is banking with UTB. So
after this resolution, are you scared?
No. I'm not scared. Why? I'm not.
Why are you not scared?
Let me tell you something, because I know I'm an economist, I'm an expert. I know what the result is. And then I know where they're heading to.
Where do you think at this very point they are headed to?
It's to erase to take over the bank. And then for me, they feel say they imagine as a depositors, I don't say my money always there. Even any other side, when I still go to the bank there as a depositors, my money still there. So even if they take over, when I go back to the same bank, they make money always there. So then they wait and call, because now one of the things to the audios where you play on my way coming up with the list where you say if depositors they can't really see they want to take all the money and all thing, then the bank is on a financial risks and all thing. And then also no say UTB get a bearer bond also or a treasury bill to the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. So for me, I've been just feel say this decision. I don't know what kind of decision is this, and then I'm still because still feel say therefore able for able for exhaust all avenue.
Abu Sanfa, una be take other alternatives then, for example, let's say una sell some assets them. I mean, cut down on the number of branches them una get across the country just for cover up for that deficits there.
Yes, we the bank been contract a few years ago. We closed several branches, Jala, a few of the outlets them out in Freetown. All in events, all with the purpose for reduce expenditure and focus more on revenue generation. And like I said, we'll be able to achieve that. We restoration plan succeeded. But we take the economy into consideration. You give it small term. You know go expect with performance for be that of a bank in a booming economy. We're not in a booming economy. We get for be realistic. We get for look at the situations on the ground and make the relevant decisions them. And I not feel say.
So the economic situation itself of the country now contributes to this total collapse?
Well, we did not totally collapse. We were nowhere near totally collapsing. Yes, the economy plays a role. In order for the bank to make money, the customers them for make money. Because now the customers them, they bring the money to the bank. But if the customers are having a difficult time doing business, then the bank as well will have a difficult time doing business.
What will be the share of the customer base when you compare how many customers Union Trust Bank gets to other banks them?
Well, customers are not going to tell you, but in terms of deposits, I will tell you, say, we were very liquid. And then they go back to one of the things where the governor talk about. They talk about insolvency. Insolvency means not having the required cash to pay your debts as and when they do. We were very liquid. So we were able to cover all our costs. You never hear any supplier, we say UTB not pay me, or any customer can a bank with any amount of money for withdraw. And they say, oh, UTB not get money, or you see staff then. No. We were liquid enough to meet all our liabilities as and when they fell due. So we were operational. We were not insolvent. We were operational and we were profitable. The only side we go knock we not been get with capital. But eventually we'll be able to get with capital. So from your point of view, we were doing good business. Yes, you go get defaulters where you give out facilities, you give out loans. But it not be the affect the operation. And they were all recoverable. It's just, it would take time.
Yeah, at the end of this, you don't mention for say, una be almost reach the requirements, all of the requirements where Bank of Salon be set. Una be don't get the investor for can pour in lots of cash and all of that.
Yes.
Exactly, waiting, you una suspect any issue of a foul play?
We suspect, but we not get evidence. It's difficult for say anything. It's just my word versus your word.
You can make his suspicion known to the public?
One of the suspicious thing will happen. Right after the notice for resolution come out, we take this issue to court, for getting an injunction, for just say, hold on a little bit, give them people their small term, let them meet all the requirements. I believe we were seen by the judge late January, February. And since then, there's been no communication from the court. We don't push, we don't write letters, we don't even reach out to the Chief Justice, nothing. So it seems as if, I don't know what's at the issue, I don't hear rumors, but it seems as if there's something amiss here.
So no communications from the courts, no communication from the Bank of Sierra Leone. So
you obviously say no, something is wrong here. It seems designed that way.
Whose other suspicion will you get?
Well, for me, it's a little bit more personal because in December when Bank of Sierra Leone came in with this resolution, I was sent on leave. I've been on leave ever since December. And
say now, you don't leave?
Oh yeah. till now. And
they give you explanation for that?
No, it's just saying I go hinder the transition process. But what also puzzled me was that they blocked me email address. So I not even get chance for even communicate with some of the people, officially with the people. Then we will be talk to some of the investors. Then we will be talk to, they not even give me that opportunity there for continue then conversations there, and then they then just completely block me email address, which I thought was very,
But this one wouldn't say the jobs of the staff of Union Trust Bank go be saved in all of this. They not go sack people. You think they don't sack you ultimately on this indefinite leave?
I wouldn't know. It's up to the Bank of Sierra
But
Leone.
you believe they go survive?
Well, we trust and hope on God,
But Abu Sanfa, you believe they survive?
Well, just as the economists say, we've already signed our end of service benefits. And according to the BSL, all staff they transition to Rokel. As of now, no contracts, nothing has been signed. And also, we have branches. We get branches all over the country. In, let's say, Maburaka Junction, where you go get a Rokel Commercial Bank and a UTB. What happens to those staff? You cannot have Rokel here and Rokel here. It don't make sense.
But if the customer base don't be much more larger, then
you go increase the staff inside one branch by a few, but have a completely separate branch, fully staffed as well. It don't make sense. Some staff will have to go. It's only natural.
Some of those staff will include you think?
Most likely. We don't know nothing yet. They're not communicated to, so we don't know nothing.
Later on the program, we also expect for get the side of Bank of Saloon inside the conversation. But Mr. Macaulay, before we go for break, anything you want to add?
For me, I just feel they as a Sierra Leonean, and then I just feel the local content directorate, I feel before don't invite them. That's one. And then secondly, and then we are trying to push the local content. And then UTB is the only Sierra Leonean bank. So I was looking for a different approach from the central bank towards UTB. So, but this approach, I'm not down for this approach. And then secondly, I feel them if not able to explain, because the explanation when to the audio where you play, where I listening to the bank governor and all thing, he explain a little bit things, but then so many things the way the family, the owners, the other owners, then they are the shareholders, the mayor and all thing don't say it's not true. You understand me? So I've been feeling Sierra Leoneans them and customers they like we need for get things we, and then if you say yes, the bank not to make profit and all thing, we know what happen. We get the economical situation in the country was balanced, and then we see this
but according to them, they say they make profit boom, then get a boom in profit just by 2024 and 2025.
Yeah, but then the bank been the look since the central bank been the look from 2020 or 2018, 2019, and all thing. But then during them then they why they're not being calm and all thing, and then I've been feeling the owner by then is a good negotiator, and then I've been feel them if I don't engage them very well. You get me? If they kind things, then they go on. But for me, waiting at stand for an all thing is this not Sierra Leonean, not Sierra Leonean bank, not Sierra Leonean, not local content. Then so why are we getting it over? So this now one thing I feel go affect the private sectors greatly. Because if even them in come up and then say, okay, we're doing this, we're bailing you out, so and so with the credit from the central bank and all that, and then I've been feel say that they do that for Wokel Commercial Bank. Never mind, Wokel Commercial Bank was owned by the government, but then by then the CEO of the UTB was also a shareholder in Wokel Commercial Bank. And then the whole day sat on that particular board and then make a good resolution. Wokel Commercial Bank get a face today.
But in all of this, for the many people who they listen, when are customers of the former Union Trust Bank, they should not panic. Their money saved.
No. They should not panic. Their money saved, and then operations go on as normal. But for me, your expertise and all that, local commercial bank not get the capacity for take over UTB.
But if they are being backed by the Bank of Sierra Leone,
well, then let's see how it handled. Then this going to be a loss of job. This going to be a problem for so many Sierra Leoneans them, because so many people get for lost their jobs. And then we are looking, because we are looking for, because government is the highest employee right now, they employ the highest right now in the country. So if that particular private sector they try to do something, I've been just feel say the approach from the central bank a little bit hard, too tough a little bit. I've been feel say they've been for them try for see how best then they're able for sit down together, make the process transparent, and then if even they are taking over or if even they are doing the merge and all thing, I've been feel say it's a two-side coin. Everybody get for be happy towards that particular situation. The UTB people them get for be happy, then themselves get for be happy, and then I feel say
so you in this case you think it's a bully on Union Trust Bank?
It been for be good thing. You get me?
You think it's a bully on Union Trust Bank?
I don't want to say it's a bully. I'm not using that particular term, say it's a bully on them and all thing. But like I say to you, I believe in a peaceful resolution. We're always being sustainable resolution. And not be feel say if them do them openly transparency and then get the consent of them back and forth and then give them reason, say this is one thing we make we take this. Okay, make we support you now on this one and all team get this and all. I feel say if we'll be able for good. But between me, you and you now, and then you know say they looking at it as a political motivated thing, where I just feel say, it's not good. Not good for the face of private sectors.
The move for takeover Union Trust Bank is politically motivated?
No, I'm not saying politically. You see their thought. You heard them say their thoughts since 2018 and all thing. Say the move is like a political motivated, and then for be so. So this get for be a smooth transition if even they are going about it. I also tell you, say, them if we don't come into a table, then sit down, discuss, open transparency, then get communication back and forth, and then if I'm take an example, if I'm coming out to take Epic, say this is a new management of Epic and all thing, the first thing I get for engage the shareholders of Epic. The second thing which I go for do with Epic, I get for engage the staff them, both with the past owners and the current owners, for let them know say now this process get for take place. And then also again, when the process is the go, it's a smoothly transition, but in this particular transition it's not smooth transition. So we get for able to understand that, put that fact, they say the transition is not a smooth transition.
You can describe this resolution as a hostile takeover?
Well, if you tell me, say, I would just say it's a blind. I can't say hostile takeover because they are at the moment now they don't know anything what is going on. They are just there and all things.
Abu Sanfa, you think it's a hostile takeover?
What do you mean what you say hostile? What do you mean?
Well, especially since you don't mention for say there's no communication from the Bank of Salon to Una will be run the bank before they take over like this. You think in all of this is just a shadow?
Me go call them an unfair situation, an unfair transition. Not to say Bank of Salon not get the power, they get the power, but you get to look at the bigger picture. You get to look at them in isolation.
And then one thing again, when I've been on time for ask, there is any warning towards it that you guys are defaulting the banking procedures?
Then communicate we need for raise capital. Then communicate we need for change things around. And we as far as we're concerned, we don't achieve that day. We don't.
So there is any communication back to the central bank?
Then we send weekly reports to the central bank on we performance.
And according to the Bank of Salon, say we don't send inspector within the bank over the years.
In 2020,
for give reports.
In 2020, we have a resident supervisor. They in all we meetings, they submit the report to them to AM, and at the same time submit them to central bank. So he was well aware of everything that was going on within the bank. Okay, so we'll go now for a very short break. We will take calls after the short break on 079-994-993. Stay with us here on the Epic Morning Show.
1xBet, Your game has no limits. In 1x game section, you'll find hits, crash, burning hot, crystal, western slot. Each game is a separate world with real winnings. Play on website or in the app. Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra Leonean Leones. 1x Games, a world of games, wherever you are.
Okay, so me family then. I don't try nearly all the water that within a salon for sale.
Radio,
and I don't come to realize, say,
it's
none of them
so
taste as
refreshing.
good as Sierra mineral water. Every time I drink them, it make I feel fresh and bubbly. Sierra mineral water, that's simply the best. I know sell, but inside salon, Sierra mineral water, that's second to none. Any day outside of the country for sale. So, what you wait for? Go get your own pack now. Sierra mineral water, simply the best.
Okay, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. We're live on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM Radio Garden. We also do live via Radio Zemi in Apuja District. The morning show also the live on Facebook and YouTube. We'll take calls inside the program on 079-994-993. Hello, good morning. You never inside the call. Yes, Said, go ahead.
You know, this is really sad to make a bank like a UTB collapse, the guy collapse. So you look at Saga, some of them from your banks there, not even registered, and they tell you they didn't ban Gomano. Some don't so get soft into this salon economy so much that maybe you understand, see, that then they buy NP. You don't want that time standing here again at this country. You take the bank, you make a family business. See, shareholder, then see them. Somebody run the bank like I say, anyone can get her. So if government can protect the savings of the people or the investments of the customers, that's how the people come government go wrong. Government tell you say we take the liabilities. The small assets we left, where we can manage them, at least where they even satisfy the customers.
Okay.
They are not selling down to foreigners. I think salon people who can a commercial and local people then get a public government.
Okay.
So we make bank of salary constituency collapse one money, people and go for the money and not get the money. Now that we go talk about local content. Thank you very much.
079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. We'll look at the Union Trust Bank resolution. Everything we need for know. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
You name inside the call from?
Remember Malika Stevens at the call from Scam Drive Sport.
Yeah, Malika, go ahead. 1 minute.
Yes, so well, actually, it is unfortunate. The way somebody talk na something like they take advantage over the situation because we all know the late man the role we don't play na the banking sector, and in fact most times we the past head of states them they call up or can work na government it is so somehow reluctant, but we don't know what he don't do. But if I may ask, I presume Abu Sanfa for be maybe a relative or the son of the late man. So, and now one of the people and way they na the advances sector. I don't know how it did it say loans overcome. You know the system. But again, they blame partly like how they talk about something motivated, because even in America, some shocks they meet the banks, the government. Well, America will get the biggest GDP. Some shocks they meet the government. I mean, some banks, government will come out and bail out some, even Salon yourself. The national bank will get to the Salon bank. I mean, commercial bank. Instead, they get something of the short.
Malaika, thank you.
It was bail out. So,
thank you very much. 079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Lamin Samuel Koyato.
Lamin, go ahead. 1 minute.
Yes. I don't know if like Ayeri, Mr. Sanfa, they say them go na court. and then like the court not seem for the listen to the case. It's time to be corrected though. You know, at the same courts, people they always say, hey, we get issue, go na court, go na court, go na court. Now the people don't go na court for let the courts make decision. And we believe say, then they always say we say na the rule of law. Hey, na the law, na the law, the law, na the law. So let the courts go and make the decision. So if the decision come out from the courts, I believe say beaucoup people will now they gumble. The Union Trust Bank, self food and don't say okay, local commercial bank. Then say now not to pass and bail out. So if not that the situation, but then can still do that if not to politically motivated something. And if you say the citizens of this country, you intimidate them for invest, I will let it cost people. I will let it grow. And I'm tired. Go tell you say na checking and poor the country, but it's a way for poor the country as well. Thank you.
Usu, you also think it's politically motivated?
To a certain degree, but like I say, we not get proof and we not get any evidence of that. So,
but you can allege.
Yeah, you can allege.
Yeah. So how you think say it's politically motivated?
By I think say Abu don't mention the same thing here. We are in court and they haven't heard our case. It's been over 90 days and we have not had anything from the judge. So,
but how politics come into it?
Well, you want me go in a direction where I don't really want more answer.
Okay,
but,
all right, okay.
We'll just let Fernanda for now.
Okay, let's take more calls. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
You name and the call from?
Mr. Cole from.
Mr. Cole, go ahead, 1 minute.
Yeah, Mr. Sanfa, something inside so strong concerning this problem when I get. I remember a few years ago when that was 2028. I remember them being accused Sanfa for running mates, but unfortunately they reject that at the time. So maybe this is the problem you guys are facing today. Let God have mercy upon Tirelli. Thank you, bye-bye.
All right, we'll take more call on 079-994-993. Call inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Mara.
You name inside the call from.
Good morning. 2020. You see, Union Trust Bank, the man will get the bank, Sanfa Koroman, wanna leave. The man don't do well. He don't excel. Outside of the country, the bank they work. Why? What the man don't die or he not die? This thing can happen. And Bank of Salon now they monitor all the banks in this country. Every year they send audits for go check what thing they happen. Why this thing for happen so? Look, commercial bank, local commercial bank, then get this kind of problem. But government interfere, then give them money, then solve that problem. Right now, commercial bank with local, they excel. Why they not for do so for YouTube? Because when I one person get them, thank you very much.
079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Uswama.
Anamta, good morning.
Thank you very much. Sorry for saying, let me someone no understand how banking operates. Union Trust Bank, we have with the late man, Mr. Sapa of blessed memory, now be very successful selling, but a private owned bank, government bail out government banks. So let me someone get that clear. We come and if you understand, UTB a private owned bank. Local and commercial bank are government banks. So now maybe they get issues and they bail them out. Guaranteed. Now Bank of Salon, they check all your liabilities, they check all your strengths, which are one own bank for the customer and safety. And I believe say government land from Jamil in bank where we get. Jamil, we get back on you. In other bank they shut down. Believe me, Boku Salomon died because of the money fasting. So government don't learn from that. So I want to let you get that clear. And to this problem, Boku Salon. When somebody take a business, God take that person. Now one they left successful. Most of the money they left for one abra, they mismanage. Then it happen. And like me go aside, they say, then you go bank like family property over. In the work, that man be the bank the own well. He died no more. He never have a months. So I feel the Bank of Salon said not day, but the program for day because both Salomon talk your side. Now one side story. Thank you.
079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the program. Hello, good morning.
Chief Mara. Hello?
Yes, you didn't inside the call from.
Suleiman, I call from Pikes TV.
Suleiman, good morning. Go ahead.
I want to ask me, you guess them, or the one they will know about banking, me because the topic is past me. Then private bank here. Then get any other side where they earn money apart from the physical cash, whether they invest in a boost or on a water and a mining, where they can go, where they can follow side and they gain for me they replace. Then the other thing I want to about me border, you say me Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the power of God don't take in hand good order. But when I say the two political parties then agree for God are bearing them, and they agree. Not so that now the issue bearing all my youth. Now whether not tribe or this that politics bearing all my youth. But if they mean they unite for work for the country, that would be better. But the unity in a party, that other side, they no get, and they support for unite for make people then they admire them.
All right. Okay. 079-994-993. Call we inside the program. We look at the Union Trust Bank resolution, Saga, or everything you need for know. Abuloko, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Usman Mara.
Good morning.
Yeah, the voice from Central Media One. I tell me God that they thank you, for sensitize the nation over which happen at Union Trust Bank. This bank is Sierra Leone Bank, owned by Sierra Leonean. So we Sierra Leonean, they will not happy. Which happen. Unfortunately, the death of this bar, we are probably legacy in this country. Which are they say? Union Trust Bank, I believe, say they get a board of governors. They get so many people in the way, at least shareholders them, way now they own the bank. I don't know who side them people are there right now. Whereby I believe say now them people are for check the affairs of the bank, collaborate with government. Then people are no say this bank collateral and they get a fixed amount now central bank where now the bankers bank. Whereby in terms of waiting to happen so the death of this bar, then for no waiting there now the central bank where this bank get it. And no waiting at the collateral where this bank gets, and look the shareholders then keep meeting with the shareholders and board of governors of this bank. So the way forward for don't they don't see. So we know you will know waiting that happen between the central bank and Union Trust Bank. So I tell them plenty thank you for coming and sensitize the nation. So this at least made them try for collaborate and know the way forward. At least this bank, Sierra Leone Bank, made this bank not fall. Thank you, sir. The voice from Central Media One.
Okay. Usu, now you mentioned for say there are over 40 shareholders.
Yes.
Now Union Trust Bank.
Yes.
Those people feel say that they've been wronged.
Yes.
And they want the money.
Well, we want to make government take a second look at this resolution. And we come into some kind of an agreement or some transparency. We know what's happening,
Okay, but who do they represent all the shareholders them in this lawsuit against the Bank of Salon?
There's a law firm which is represent the shareholders.
And did they call for waiting for give money back? I think compensates the shareholders.
No, we did call for a stay of resolution, for a stay of all, the matters that are going on right now, for me to stop all things, and we will have a second look at the whole.
For later reverse this plan, this takeover of
basically
Union Trust Bank.
Basically.
Okay, let's just take this one last call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Bakar from Phoenix.
Bakar, go ahead. 1 minute.
I really admire my brother Arena and Namta. Ladies, they make it sober guess. But I'll move on. We see the same thing happen during the days of the past government where we know commercial bank, the one collapsed. And this bank where they talk about, so when a Union Trust Bank, as the Union and get them. And this Union, they don't help, they don't work inside government, and they don't call them as different somebody. And that in a team way, in this way, nobody knows the expect. So if it does take place, this bank here, people then they will trust this bank. One waiting in the party for this show, then they can work people and trust. Say, why about they go keep me money in a bank? We really illiterate, we don't understand. When you see somebody die, actually money don't work. So if they're able to bring this thing, governments, now the governments they come inside. Try for like they're able for know how they for able for pushing so that bank no will get issue. Because everybody recognize that bank. Even the people outside, that bank they well recognized. So why? Now they hear that thing. That means a local commercial bank they not learn from what happened to them. What they want the company for them, so let's say. Let's say for land. Let them not say, let this thing operate. Let it operate viral. But if they got enough this thing operate, so they say it's like I said in the first senses. That's what I observe. So we want for the government coming, let them for push this bank. Let people in trust and people can get love for. Let we able for sell the project.
All right. Before our responses, them, but Abu Sanfa, well, you think say the main issue in all of this, the main issue you think, is it the death of Mr. Sanfa Kuruma or the requirements them way the Bank of Salon set?
The main issue now the capital requirement, and we don't succeed, despite the fact that every year the capital requirement they go up. We've been able to secure what we need and a little bit extra as well for boost the bank and put some back usai ibile. So me feel saying the main issue than they.
Okay. So let's just get response. I mean, you don't any concerns from the callers them. When I get any response to these concerns, various concerns with the callers them ways, so that one will start.
For me, I would just like to say some of them response to the yes, we try for ask government or the Bank of Sierra Leone for ensure transparency and fairness in handling of this matter, and for protect the rights and the the rights of the shareholders and investors.
Abu Sanfa.
Rest assured, say Union Trust Bank was a viable business. We've been getting small problems, but we were still operational, and we'll be able to pull ourselves out of the situation all day. All we need now, the government represented by Bank of Sierra Leone, for sure a little bit of understanding, and not be as harsh for use all the powers that we get for taking the actions that we don't take so.
Mr. Macaulay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some of the callers they on point, some give their own opinion, and then you get for expect everybody in point, everybody in opinion. But less, I can say one thing where I go really still. I just feel say let the government and the Ministry of Finance. Because one thing I will tell you, the minister is a gentleman, and then he knows the financial system in this country is well dealt with all financial things. So I just feel say I want the UTB for able to try for engage them very well. And then also again the bank governor is my man Stephen, and then Governor Stephen, and then I will try after this program and all things, because so many things now I've got knowledge of. I will try to engage him because he's a listening person, and then he's a good guy. One thing you can get away from him. So we're able to see how we can find a solution towards it. But I'm still pleading on them to able to see how best they can put this situation. Let this particular situation become a transparent situation. Let themselves evolve. Even a takeover get what happen. make it be in a peaceful process, make themselves able to understand the situation, saying that this, or we try for saving from this, we try for waiting and call. And then also again, I know by the idea of erasing legacy in this country, whatever little you contribute, whatever footprint you left, I love to see that footprint to be an historical footprint. So this is what I am about to say. And then on the other hand, again, I just want them for able to come, let them feel transparent. Let the kids of the elite man feel, say the process is transparent, even if they're taking it over or they imagine it over. Let them able to see the process is transparent. Let them feel comfortable.
Well, not only them, the other shareholders.
No, the shareholders, them and all things. I'm talking of the shareholders of the bank. You understand me? Let them feel transparent. Let them able to see, say, yes, the process transparent. Let it be amicably. Let both sides able. It should be the coin 50-50 side, and then we get able for understand and say, this not the only Sierra Union bank where we owned by a private, by Sierra Union. Private in the private sector, and then we see some of these other institutions, them they come, but they all stay. But this bank they already established. So make we find the ways and the solution how we can able to see. But then, like I say, we get them. Then self name we go try for push, our talk and all thing, and then on the other side again, the bank governor give a little bit things them on his speech. He gives certain things them way. On the other side, the shareholders them get a contradicting story about it. So I feel say this no before comes so when the central bank they say so, and then they say so. So I feel say them if this way they may don't sit down at the table, communication may don't go through processing, communication may don't go so well, and not be feel so for able for reaching to this point for make we able. But like I tell you, say still I'm trying to see how best we go engage them, and then we go able for come. But then if even this is going on, I want the process to be smoothly, because I know where we're heading to. I know what will happen. I'm predicting as an economist.
Thank you so much.
For me, I hope say that particular thing they go able, but I will fight to engage Mr. Stephen, and then also I will try to engage some of the shareholders at the bank, and also because no matter what, there will be a constraint. So let them able to see how best, or some of the board members within the bank and all team for let us see how best. But we look for a good solution, and then a transparency one where the family or the shareholders themselves go able for please with it.
Thank you so much, Wusu Bai Koroma, Executive Director of UTB, and Abu Sanfa Koroma, a manager at the Credit Department, and Prince Jacob Macaulay, Private Economist Consultant. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me this morning. Up next, we'll get sports and entertainment news plus media review with Reginald Sawyer. Until then, my name is Usman Ibrahim Mara. Take care.
Baby, go tell all your family, let them buy a shop. Baby, go tell all your family, let them buy a shop. The kind of love you they show me, I know one day see. So baby, go tell all your family, let them buy a shop. And anything you want, baby girl, I promise you I go. I don't give up, I don't fed up. Me no one for being a palampo again. I don't tire, we live life, yeah. I jump from a woman to another. I don't ready for go meet you people, then for tell I do. Anything I go do, worse not for you. Baby, you know me love not true, me love not true. Baby, any side you day, I go day. Any side you go, I go go. Anything you want, I go do. Lay down me life for you. Give me the bata. Baby, I go die for your matter. No to talk, no to rata. See me, I like the way you shake that ituma. Hey,
Good morning and welcome to Epic Sports Update. Inside we updates today, we will start with UEFA as they don't talk. Say the 2028 Euros where they come, they're not going to use the hydration break where FIFA they use so currently inside the World Cup, and that means say because FIFA they use them, they're going for use them. So teams and countries are going for prepare because they're not going for use the water break when at the 3 minutes way FIFA give them inside this World Cup. And also Manchester City don't reach an agreement with our former Chelsea head coach Enzo Maresca when at the 20 million euros we they go pay Chelsea, so they go acquire the signing of the new coach for take over Pep Guardiola in seat. And also inside international, Manchester United will secure most of the land where they need for building 100,000 capacity stadium. Where this project will start 2027, and they expect this project for last up to 5 years for let they get a new stadium with a new capacity. And also, Emma don't say themselves as woman the way they play the WSL league need for let they recognize them. You know, means it because then a woman then they need for afforded the same access and the same respect and the same finance way that they give the man them. And they are women them also can represent them different nations them, so they need for accord them that respect them. And the breaking news now that DR Congo, the statue super fan, don't arrive inside Mexico after we don't go through all protocols we the Mexican government put for people don't come out from Congo because of the coronavirus, and the man don't go through all the tests, and right now they inside Mexico for the next fixtures with DR Congo. We hold a world member this guy inside the Africa Cup of Nations, so they team up 90 minutes with his suit, he handed up for respect the former independent guy winner Patrice Lumumba, and this particular guy missed the match against Portugal, but again for meet the next fixtures where they play against Colombia. Lionel Messi they continue for set records as we all see yesterday. He scored 2 goals that will make her the all-time top goal scorer currently inside the FIFA World Cup, and he is also the top goal scorer inside the tournament. The goats they continue for make marks inside the World Cup where in partner with Cristiano Ronaldo they face criticism from teammates and all other supporters them really support Portugal because we don't see the impact what it make inside the first match with them play. And Belgium the winner Jeremy Doku will be drawn from the Belgium squad. According to Ram, he say a woman for born inside this week and a need for the near Ram where a woman they deliver. So the head coach and all that technical staff then and they go ahead for left the team camp and go now hospital, go sit on a woman whilst they deliver for getting for speaking. Now all this will get for now today inside the update. So till tomorrow, Mina Mohammed Kolia. I say bye bye.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to your Tuesday edition of the entertainment news here on the Epic Morning Show. Starting here with a fast bad guy. Of course, Ole is out now, still addressing the insecurity inside Nigeria. And meanwhile, Break Time, of course, a new EP dropping June 26 from Fast the Bad Guy. And away from that One Day Call, of course, and Whiskey will be dropping a new song this Friday. And meanwhile, One Day Call is set to drop an album, and he's having the entire industry, I mean, all of the big acts them we think they on this particular album coming. And also, Streetwise Entertainment, of course, is teaming up with Country Boss. So Exubi and Country Boss on the song Praise. This is Rap Meeting Melody. So let's watch out for the song will be dropping anytime soon. Straight out from the Sojatin Music present Fine Face Chop and Go from the album, of course, Bamba Sugar. Well, of course, this particular one will be dropping anytime soon, so let's watch out for Fine Face with the Chop and Go. And away from Fine Face, Zappo, of course, is dropping Sobo T and is featuring Crew Messiah from the Afro Woodness side. And of course, this song will be dropping at the end of this week, probably. And finally, this morning, well, Epic Radio is back again, and this one is season 2. So Epic Radio presents Epic Oldies Corner, rediscovering the hit and relive the memories. Of course, this one will happen Saturday, 17 October 2026. Ticket price 100 millions no more. And of course, the place at St. Anthony Hall, Sykes Street, Freetown, 7 p.m. for Tito Claim. And you could guess as your favorite oldies artist. So come and let's party. Of course, you know how it can be. Like this now we get for you this morning here on the Epic Morning Show.
Sensational. K-Terra-D. Sensational. Mike see the music. Sensational. The way you want it international. Got your body back, not so fictional. My slow, make I lose control. Sensational. Want to love you, no conditional. Girl, I don't go lie, now you I want to. All night, make me go till dawn. Fine girl, pull up, body like magic. The way you move, got the mind feeling static. No competition, you're not automatic. Any style you pass, so blessed, they party, feeling like you like.
Sometimes then when things they go wrong in your community and people they keep quiet. But for keep quiet, not to fix the problem. Now that's make Epic Radio they bring to you blowing the whistle. Blowing the whistle like a radio show who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now the community them. When are from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatments, and corruption. So now this show, where they call out things them respectfully and honestly. And when something good they happen, when people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk button. This now you chance, follow you speak up, and follow the hear your voice, and follow you ask questions when they go answer. Whether you they live in a town or in a village, whether you young or you a woman, or whether you a community leader or a concerned citizen, this show now for you. We not just they talk and forget, we they follow up with the issue, so something happen. Blowing the whistle, your voice, your community, your power, only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
I hope that our visitors would listen to the song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress.
George Orwell once said, journalism mean publishing waiting somebody else no wants for go public. Everything else na public relations. Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, where they come to you on 99.3 FM, Radio Garden, Facebook, YouTube, and through the website at myepiconline.com. Me na your host, Marion Precious George. And you can also get the program through Zimi Radio 107.5 FM inside Pujeon District. Inside the show this morning, Coalition for Change Party don't conclude the first national delegate conference since 2017. And also Chief Minister in West Kate don't receive Salon passport after citizenship. And finally, Resident Minister for the Eastern Region don't condemn clash between police officer and bike riders. All of the stories plus the review of various newspapers, the Insider Show. And for join me for discuss the issues and review the newspaper stories, I get now the studio James Kamaramane. Good morning, James. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Marion. Good morning to the listeners out there.
Okay, straight off we'll look at the stories reported on the front pages, and my first take this morning at the Premier News newspaper. A big banner headline reads, "Low household income, not food prices, is the greatest challenge," and this is according to Vice President Mohamed Julde Jallow. Another story feeds Salon gets $40 million lift, and China Africa Arab vision takes center stage at 70th anniversary seminar in Beijing. Indian marks International Day of Yoga in Freetown. All of the stories, and also in this issue, they now the front page of the Premier News newspaper this morning.
With me, I get the Awoko newspaper. The first story reads, they quote VP Jude Jallow, "Low household incomes now Salon's biggest economic challenge." Wow. Another one, SLPP APC sets aside rivalry to honor Mikhailo Mansare. IGR raises alarm over slow progress on 36 national development targets. You get another story here. Sierra Leone bets on agriculture on World Bank approved $40 million growth package. And the final story, President Bio commissions Manoa Bridge. Other story you could get in the Awoko newspaper.
And away from the Awoko, I take the Global Times newspaper. Top story, VP Julde Jallow says household income is a big challenge. And also champion of bridge construction, President Bio commissions Manoa Bridge. Vote of confidence, Finance Minister wins IMF support. And finally, how ONS boss is tackling security challenges. All of the stories and more day now the Global Times this morning.
With me, I get the Independent Observer newspaper. Sierra Leone secures third IMF disbursement. In London, VP Julde Jallow highlights major government reform. And the main banner headline story reads, EBK needs to pardon to attend Mikhailo's funeral. Honorable Alpha Ben Mansare says discussion distort facts. This is the quote Honorable Ben Mansare. Another story, Aminata and Sons clarifies tax defilement request unveil $18 million expansion plan. Other story you could get in the Independent Observer newspaper. And
my final take this morning at the Standard Times newspaper. Top story, women stand in solidarity for First Lady. And a big banner headline, higher household incomes drive economic recovery, VP Julde Jallow reveals. And also dental therapist, over 100 for graduation ceremony. Tech and MMTU governance disputes, Parliament reports progress in resolving. All of the stories and more you will get now the Standard Times newspaper this morning. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we'll discuss a range of issues this morning. But, most of the newspaper stories carry the Vice President in statement talking about household income, where it's saying a big challenge. Is it just now, or now the Vice President, they know this reality where journalists, them CSOs, don't they talk about for a very long time, man?
Yeah, this civic program where they go in England, the Vice President they make a lot of statements. Then where they make Sierra Leoneans smile. First one, he makes food commodities or essential commodities more cheaper in Sierra Leone than Liberia and Guinea, where I guess most Sierra Leoneans would disagree with them. And this other one now we say household and income. Now in a big challenge that rent business, not to eat business, are the problem. And I'm happy that he knows about it, and I'm happy that the government knows about, say, rent business and another serious issue. But we pull come out food. We erase and come out because most Sierra Leoneans still sleep on 001 or 100. Although we also don't say Alpha can also don't talk, say Sierra Leone not used for for each 3 days a bail, which are the insulting statements to Sierra Leonean. But I will find another day for discuss on the issues and but as I say, it's good that they put the vice president to know about that, say household another issue, and if I mean good that those houses that those local houses that still exist, that way for them help for ease these problems. But we'll still not get the local houses again, and even the ones that we now sit bill for say out of the taxes from Sierra Leoneans, the salaries from Sierra Leoneans, still ordinary Sierra Leoneans able for rent the places. So we still don't know how they go it. So for him to make this kind of statements, it keep me smiling, you know, for say, okay, so they know the issue, and they know more beyond this one. So it means they know what is happening to Sierra Leoneans, the ordinary Sierra Leoneans.
And the vice president, one person where a lot of people can say, no, they talk too much, but as you rightly mentioned, it's like where you go England, they say things them way, where they inside the country in England say.
Yeah, but he's free to say it. He's a second gentleman, even within our salon. So it's people like it gets a different flair where you go now oversee and within a salon where they talk. But as I say, most of the things that they talk, it means they know what is happening in the country, they know what the ordinary man they feel. But the question is, what have they been doing? Even though they are doing something, but is it visible? Is it actually people that they realize what they need to do? Because if they are saying food commodities is more cheaper, what are they doing about it? They don't do some survey about them. They don't check this ordinary man. Before we used to buy cookery 5 million, you get 5 million, you get 2 million, they buy cookery, it's comfortable one. But now if you don't have around 50 million, 60 million, you know it's comfortable food outside. So are you saying food commodities are cheaper? Are you saying the things that they take for eat now, salon they take for cook, then cheaper than other countries? Why they count regional comparison when it comes to economy in the country? If you're looking at our we currency, it don't go up drastically compared to that of Sierra Leone and Guinea. Before we currency, the Leone's made upper to that of the Guinean franc. But now, take 1 million, go change na Balamia border, now 400 Leones they give you for 1 million. That's embarrassing. So are you comparing Sierra Leone with Guinea when it comes to essential commodities, the cost? So you know they use regional analysis for come return to Sierra Leone because the currency in the first place don't drop.
Okay.
And it don't go into control. So if you before then, we will change $100 maybe for 700 Leones. You know, maybe it's like they change out 600 Leones, we need to be the seller for 600 Leones, and then they give 700 Leones. Then you do not say it's just a small difference. So the final say the economy is level, but now $100 is about 2,000 some hundred. If they said maybe 2,000 again some hundred. So you see the gap. The gap did it. So a lot of things,
so,
you know.
So some of these questions that deceive people, Sierra Leoneans with England.
Yeah, they deceive people because for me, in the first place, taking in the civic education to the which is to England, to Sierra Leone and England. The question I want to ask: are they for saying they don't know what will happen as alone? Do we have to spend this large amount of money for go say one go civic education? Is it not more about money finding? Is it not about making money for the pockets of the ministers and other people that we go? Why do you have to spend this kind of money for taking ministers and go to England for saying civic education? Who do I want to tell about civic education? So it's a lot of questions, you know, around that. And so, as I say, the vice presidents they make a lot of statements that way it gets alone and is smiling, reluctant anyway.
Okay, we look at another story. Chief Minister in WEF, well, you know, Kate don't receive Sierra Leonean passports after in citizenship. Well. He received the Sierra Leonean passport after a complete naturalization process where it will begin inside February. And according to Ram, he said the passports where he received, they are among the first set of issued through the country newly fully digitized system. Now the immigration department will aim for improved security, improve service delivery, transparency, and accountability. And of course, according to Rami, said during the process, he witnessed some kind of hiccups, but you know, he appreciates the process so far. But since this happened, a lot of people don't ask questions as to you know, how they come about for Guy, the chief minister in WEF citizenship, and questions of a lot of people them way born in Sierra Leone, we perhaps them parents them now foreigner, we don't they ask for citizenship for a very long time, they not get them. And this new process, if now people of such caliber in the favor this digitized process now the immigration department. So many questions after this process so far. But man, what do you think about, Kate? Not only, is she the wife of Chief Minister, but she is also, with no discrimination, but she is also a white woman. Now, she is a citizen of Sierra Leone, and a lot of people, as I make mention, we get in kind of skin, don't they, request for citizenship for a very long time now, but it's not forthcoming.
Yeah, well, firstly, if you look at Sierra Leone law, they say Sierra Leone citizenship laws contain around Negro African descent. That means you forget black descent, if you come out from a black race, and so if they naturalize you, at least you forget some black blood in you, at least some black relation. And so that's what the laws of Sierra Leone say. And so coming to Kate Contaris, I don't know if I'm calling him correctly, in fact.
Make me balance.
Happen for the Chief Minister in WEF. It was automatic for me, for Baker say they don't agree on citizenship and you don't get a carrier now for a Sierra Leonean passport. One go on for things, say, if you want to be a citizen, if you're not foreign descent, you need to be part of politics. Because if you're not to be part of politics, I don't think say government will for grant them a passport or grant them citizenship.
Is she really a politician?
Well, her husband is a politician, obviously. And I know nobody will deny the fact. So if you're married to a husband, a politician, and it's a Iranian, obviously you have to use connection for you to have it. And I think that's it. And with waiting they go around, that perhaps maybe this is what people are saying, that maybe the husband they think for succeed President Bio. Maybe this is all one of the reasons then. But the name itself, in the first place, I think Sierra Leone will forget the problem with the name because we are traditional people. We know so we will marry the wife them. We carry the son name. Yes, we'll go to first with son name. We will forget to son name. And in the first place, Chief Minister and wife not getting son name, not carrying son name anyway. So we don't know yet anyway. That's just what people are saying. But this issue of citizenship business, historical restriction on citizenship. We don't get this Lebanese guy. We always they talk about citizenship. I think Nasser Ayub always say they grants Lebanese citizenship and this and that. And, to be honest, even though these foreign guys who call them Lebanese get their own flaws and get their own issues, but they have been contributing to the economy of the country. They have been contributing to the infrastructure of this country. Most businesses around are owned by these foreign guys.
So if that's the yardstick the government is using, that means Lebanese they don't they ask for citizenship for Getam.
For Getam as well. Some almost even some now they born themselves. Some they talk language they won't know they talk. Some they talk Temini. Some they talk Mendi. Some they are born and they stand up full aside. They talk Temini perfect one. They talk Mendi.
Because I remember when they renovate the Miata Conference Center and Kate's now one of the volunteers. Government officials them say Kate deserves forget a citizenship of Sierra Leone because she has been contributing to Sierra Leone. So this brings me to
so
talk about Lebanese where they were there for
so this is the problem
years.
with us Sierra Leoneans. Sometimes we can tend to be very hypocrites and also we fast for because see different color. We fast for opening up to them. This is one of our problems. If she has been contributing to the development in Sierra Leone, we don't have problem. We appreciate it. But in the same vein, if you are doing it to her, if you do the same to the ones also when I had them born them, when I had them people that come out, when I had them people that don't reside for over decades, we have Balanian sons. We don't have over 50 years. We will not born itself. They don't get establishment, a huge establishment. We don't born it picking at so they don't even consider themselves as citizen of Sierra Leone. Why? So which yardstick are they using? For naturalized people. We are not against, many people not get it wrong, we are not against white scholar. No, you have some African countries where they get white skinned people, where they are citizens of that country. We are not against it, no. The question is, which yardstick this government use for give the Chief Minister and WEF citizenship and passport?
So why not they use the same for the Lebanese descent, the Indians?
Another question about dual citizenship. Now, one way, or the issue of dual citizenship, now one way be come up during the second term of Anes Baikoroma, former president. To Sim. So if you want for be a Sierra Leonean, or you want for kind of hold a bigger position at the country, if you drop your other citizenship out of the country. But now it seems as if everything don't come to normalcy regarding dual citizenship. You see, you know, government officials boasting that I'm a citizen of this country and I'm also a citizen of Sierra Leone. Could that be one of the problems Sierra Leone is facing right now, where you talk about deliverables of people where they come out for the country in terms of, you know, serving in various positions?
I feel that's another reason, but going back to waiting, may that happen in the days of former President Kurma, when he talks about to see me, you have to drop one if you want for can be. But I think that may be political, because you say if you want for own a political position in the country, if you drop one citizenship, you take up Sierra Leone citizenship, which is that's them they say. But I don't know which actually the citizenship or legal possibly know about citizenship law. What you will say about that, whether that was within the framework, the laws of Sierra Leone or not, because now, as you say, some ministers they tell you say, I'm a citizen of London, I'm a British citizen, and then I'm a Sierra Leonean, and he or she is working in Sierra Leone. What did the law say about that? The law accept that. Then why previous government may they say, now this will happen? Why is this government they accept that? And now we have an individual when American born, now a Sierra Leonean, being married to a Sierra Leonean. Now they don't get to passport, Sierra Leonean passport, and now she's a citizen of Sierra Leone. Be considered so, it means she has the right to vote and to be voted for. So it's a question where in I feel say legal people and also government need for answer questions to the citizen, you know, explain to them which yardstick they use for kids. Senge, quote unquote, kids Senge, because we know so
I think it's more of the immigration department.
Yes, so then if I answer that question, and for tell we and why still all the Lebanese when I hear them born them, they talk local languages. Pass me a you two, I say me no even talk to me or neither Mende, but some they talk to me, they talk Mende, and they are very fluent. Somebody if they cook for you plus na you will ask if they're white. So why they are not citizens? So there's a lot of questions, as I say, government need for come for answer immigration, need for tell which yardstick they use for grant these people.
Okay, we move away from that topic there and we take another one. But before we take the next topic, make I ask you one question. If something happened to your business or property today, how fast you go recover? Now this make you need German insurance. They know them for fast claims payment, so you can get back to business without stress. Plus, the premiums very affordable and flexible, so it'll work for you. Call them on 088-220-137 or visit them at number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. German Insurance, then trustworthy and professional. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we will look at another issue side. The Coalition for Change, C4C party, don't conclude the first National Delegate Conference since 2017, where then say a major step in the party effort for strengthening the internal structure and position for future political engagement. The conference, where they may all over the weekend, now Waterloo bring together delegates across the country alongside representatives from the party diaspora branch them. And the gathering, according to the party, provide opportunity for members them for deliberate on key issues where they affect the party and outline strategic plan ahead of the 2028 general elections. Well, we go get somebody on the phone, Kelvin Metzger Esquire, one of the lawyers for the party. We go explain, give you more about this particular conference where they're all bought. While should we wait for that, man, the C4C, since Chief Sam Sumana, I don't know why they laugh anyways, since Chief Sam and Sumana left the C4C, returned to the APC, the party don't be dominant, and a lot of people don't believe say or they see this forthcoming that then go get such a conference for come back inside the race 2028 after over 6 years we don't they seldom.
Yes, so just a quantities from 2017 to 2026, about 9 years. They don't go. They don't go. I don't go say they don't go more or they don't go speechless. after 9 years, and then we don't hear back say they don't get a delegate conference. For me, if you say a party don't fold up, in fact, if you say for seeing a party don't fold up, because Sierra Leone they expect if you've been a political party, and especially if you don't contest election, at least you will be the voice of opposition. You know, if government is saying this, or government is saying this, at least if you did it for talk on national issues. But most of these parties here, people can consider say that flop counts. Where election time which you can see that they show up just for flop the number and distract people, you know, because these are just like a distraction. These parties are not, for me, I don't feel say they get that kind
relevance again.
Yes, to the people, because what have you been doing for the past 9 years? We don't go silence, and now you come up, you say you don't get delegate conference. Okay, what would this new executive do for big a difference to the people of Sierra?
And who are the delegates?
We don't even know.
The people will take the position.
And so whether are the leader, the president, the new leader.
Maybe they don't get the leader.
No, but so they can't have a delegate conference. They'll have a leader. They should have a leader. They should have a leader. So until they can talk to one of the person, so maybe you go tell you that the leader. But we want to know which thing actually now the go be the plan. We'll run into the 2028 election, and what have they been doing? All these years way, people of Sierra Leone has been questioning government or certain things. Even in as much as they applaud government in one way or the other, perhaps they bash at government. What have they been doing? Why have they been silenced? Why not now they come up because they don't get to 1 or 2 years after election? Are they coming up? What's in the plan? What's the next plan? How serious are they? So we need to know, at least then come and answer some questions. How serious are they? Because, as I say, most people they consider them as flop count party now. Because most people know now, say now just 2 parties they exist at this country. We don't have a third force. And Sierra Leone always they cry for third force. So we don't know whether they are coming to be a third force or what.
C4C capable of becoming a third force this time around, or now now just one of the parties then we go, then at the space in case of anything happens, so then go link to one of the bigger political parties.
So we don't even know. As I say, for you to become a third force, you need to forget the personalities. You know, that is, you got to need to forget the personality. People need for, they can't possibly sell the people of Salone. Now you go meet the people of Salone and switch over to you. And you can't message where you go for tell the people, what you go for tell them. And you work also for justify, say people go for link to you, at least for become the third force. So all them things there count. So which one I don't do? Would that at this possible now they can say it would be for challenge for the third force.
Okay, after 2018 elections, if we see, not be win the election, as a matter of fact, they not may get that huge percentage in terms of the presidential vote, but then be able to cover a lot of places. I think they may get a number of members of parliament, they may get councillors or so. Yes, but after that we see all of that, all of this fade away, and the party they try for come back. And when you look at the delegate conference where they all, you don't get to see that crowd where we did 2018. Is it because Sam Sumana is no longer part of the party?
You go on for say yes, because Sam Sumana has been the founder of that party, and most people in 2018 they voted for that party on sympathy basis because of Sam Sumana. And so you find out most of them are able to forget huge number of votes. They may forget some honorable members of parliament based on the sympathy of Sam Sumana. But after that, they went silent. So in America, just say earlier, if it depends on the personality where they present to the people of Salone and their message and their previous activities and their contribution to society. These are things that we people of Salone don't have to look at. What they don't do for convince the people of Salone, say we are coming as a third force. I don't know whether that's their plan. We are just saying whether they come as a third force. Say we are coming as a third force. These are the things we have been doing, and this is what we are going to do. And this are the thing that we don't do. Okay. Convince the people of Salone the message. So what could be their message to the people of Salone? Having your delegate conference, yes. What's written at the message where they can't tell people of Salone? I
saw a video from the delegate conference, and somebody from the conference where they say, they can't get a delegate conference, so they can't choose people the way for lead the party come 2028. But in concern be that you not even know the people, you not even sabi them, you never interact with them. So that was a concern in one of the videos where I see from the Slick TV. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So it's interesting, for lady at the party, and then you never know the people that they can vote for. As we just mentioned, and just not say, We don't have the people that we vote for. We don't have the new executive. Because if you have a new executive, at least you get forget a leader when they take the party, or maybe they not get a leader yet, or maybe they just set up an executive. But I guess a delegate conference, from your understanding, when you have a delegate conference, you got to get a leader. You got to get elect a leader for that. So I don't know. We will take the party to 2028 election.
So you see C4C as a party, we go, take the space again.
No, I don't see them.
So,
honestly, I don't see them for it will be a third force.
So in 2028, you see any other political party will be a very strong third force?
No, for be a third force in Sierra Leone, you get to forget the crowd. You get to forget the population. You need the crowd. You need a base. How many parties get a political base? Strong political base. That's only two.
C4C missed out of that.
They missed out of that. They had the C4C and this other one again. NGC, yes.
Even Mohamed Bangura, the time we established in party, it became of a little bit strong.
But what's in Mohamed Bangura?
What is really happening?
But these two political parties get a very strong base. Their base very, very, very strong, and their base have been rooted for over 50 to 60 years. So for let you come no more for can beat them. It can take you some years. You can forget the confidence of the people of Salon.
So if some is still there,
yes, it is still there.
If we don't be very,
and if it is still there
with the party,
yes, if don't be something like if we don't cause some upset in 2028 election. And again, this other party also is still there. I know they still exist, but if they are still active, PMDC, and Charles Bagai, it will also be another party again for cause upset, because it's about against Elena the votes based on region as well based on personality. If they elect you as an individual, no matter how you come out, they are going to support you. So these people, if they still the leading party, they were focused, they not swerve political allegiance to any side, they not just lost concentration.
Isn't that patient and people are not gay?
Mama, for the opposition, not for you.
But you look at post-elect Chief Samsumana, he's not a poor man for making the opposition.
You're not looking at riches, they look at poor or affluent or waiting. Again, as I say, for the idea on the opposition, it's not only a game. I've not been an opposition member, I've not been a politician anyway, but for what people they say, it's not an easy thing. And so some people, seeing that if in a political party they establish do well in this election, they know they look at say, let we build the party for the next election, the next 4 years, the next 5 years election coming. Make you patient. Most people they lack patience because man get for the gig, man get for feed us. So see opportunity, government in ruling policy, Mario make a come, law can give small position and you reject. So you go for swerve allegiance to that political party, and you cannot be in that you cannot accept that kind of position. You a political party, you give your allegiance to a political party. You have to choose one.
Chief Samsumana don't achieve now, leaving C4C, joining the APC.
I can't speak for him. I can't speak for Chief Samsumana, but I think perhaps he is vying for the leader of the APC. I think it's one of the greatest things we want to do as well. Come back to the APC and see whether he can able to lead the APC. If they elect up the win, it could be a good one for him. But again, for actually it could be the fate of a party we establish as C4C.
Okay.
So it's serious.
Okay, before we take the final issue and pick the calls, pick calls inside the show, make a take this message from our cafe. Also, do you want a natural tea where they refresh your body? You look for something with healthy and gentle on digestion. You want that tea where they keep you feeling fresh all day? Our tea, now the answer. They make out it's naturally grown to leaf and a healthy, refreshing, and easy on digestion. With 100 tea bag inside the pack, you always get more for enjoy and share. Our tea, natural freshness inside every sip. And also you want that coffee where they wake you up instantly. You do look for something smooth, aromatic, where you go enjoy anytime. You need energy for stay active all day. Our cafe, now the answer, a 100% pure, smooth and aromatic, and it keep you energetic and active all day. Just add hot water and enjoy one bowl cup where they fit perfectly into your busy lifestyle. Our cafe stay energetic, stay active all day. And this message they come out from Kyle. It's still the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. We take one more story before we call Susai. The resident minister for Eastern Region, Jusu Jaka Gobert, don't condemn the clash between police officer and bike riders will take place Sunday night Kailan Tong, where if they talk after one stakeholder engagement with an all after the incident. It say an interim body led by AIG, the AIG na Kenema, crime, na Kenema don't set up one investigation for looking inside the circumstance surrounding the bike rider in Dai and the setting ablaze of two barracks building them na the district. Well, make we listen to more waiting it be say, and we will come we discuss the issue.
Yesterday, this incident we happy is very, very unfortunate. And we lost my brother alive when I ABROU, and the bomb 2 building when I police quarter. When this thing happened, I travel overnight. I reach here within the time no more where I really less than 1 hour. I be there Kailam. I can't meet fire dinner up at the building, but we fed to Hotham for letting not transfer to the other side because the police now 5 structure, but 4 I mean 2 more. So we try for dispatch the users from the street. The allegation here is the BLOU say the police involved on the death one of their brothers, and they self go into riot against some other youth for go bomb the police station. The 2 incidents we condemn them. It's not good for we, it's not good for this country. And this country is a law country. So we try again. I bring the MATP, the military barracks, Dalu, the CO and the AIG. Me and you were to be there yesterday. Where we get a very hard situation because they use there over 1,000 of you, and Kailan divided into 4 areas where they be occupied. So I see a necessary for say I for go on radio and talk to the public for everybody staying at home. Within that time, we see say the tension behind. I been declare coffee yesterday, and that coffee be will help the situation. The coffee be start by 10 o'clock last night to 5 o'clock this morning. So we make sure we dispatch everybody. I call immediate meeting today. We just done when I stakeholders meeting, the PS office, when the provincial administrative wing and the Kailan district with other stakeholders. We don't meet. We don't get a regulation to this process. The investigation they happen now. It don't begin from yesterday. Wait till we don't decide. Now each body, because the BLOU alleged on the Kailan police. So Kailan police don't be able to investigate this matter. We don't bring the crime officer from Eastern Region where the Kenema and the AIG that they head this investigation. I don't ask Freetown. Team they come from Freetown tomorrow where they will join the Eastern Region for CC. What it caused this? Would I responsible for this death? Would I be responsible for this government property in Bond 1? Then we will take them to the book. At the movement, we don't make sure the BLOU president will be invited, it can meet up, and the district BLOU like Kailan, the other commit themselves for say, no of the membership no go there in the street and nobody no will go into riot. And also the police themselves will not advise they say, as long as they use them, don't stop, they're not there in the street, let them not threaten nobody. The one them when they don't arrest them over 25, then are police custodies, therefore investigate them. And within the BLOU, even the heads them will say anybody where police need you for go for any question or any investigation, if will be available. And nobody not for go into riot because even if they say the district chairman, BLOU chairman, therefore can't statement, but you're not going to say no, now commander. So everybody don't commit itself, and Oma don't say ready for support this process. But for the fact that Oma don't take oath for support this process, we know say we will get the way forward. So at the movement, there is no coffee again. The coffee is over, and we believe say the peace and sanity they prevail. We there with the traditional chairman, the business they go on, everybody they on their own normal business. The school begin and then at school, everything they go on normally. The situation last night, it don't count, and that I go for assure the problem.
Well, that's not the voice of Jusu Jaka Gobert, the resident minister Eastern Region, where they talk regarding the issue happen or the clash between bike riders and the police after them say one police officer allegedly or police officers allegedly killed one bike rider after them beat him. Mane, what do you think about the whole situation? Even though you know the resident minister don't assure people say calm, don't restore.
Yes, yesterday I think we started to talk on that one. The reporter material say allegedly that waiting be lead to that shooting or to that killing of alleged killing of that bike rider they started and the police have noticed him get some children they facing and drugs him get. And so I think according to the reporter he say them beaten the man till he die. And that will make the bike riders and take the law upon themselves and go at the police station and burn 2 police stations them. And that may lead to the police themselves for fire tear gas for dispatch the crowd and also need media also for let them call the military for come for make for curfew so that they will just call the situation. I think one thing we want to say that every life of Sierra Leone matters. Every life, one life self loss. The government of Salome for no way to make a loss. And the police then did it for protect life and property. And that's their core mandate for protect life. It is not the duty of a police officer allegedly for taking life of any Sierra, no matter what they do. According to the reports they say now the police them, that's what they allege. We are not saying, not to epic they say. They say they allege, according to the reporter we report yesterday. And so as I say, every life matters. So it is a duty of the police again for protect we, no matter what happen. If you suspect, say, this person allegedly get drugs, you know what thing for do as a police officer. You see this IG now, he has kept the police very professional. They don't do well. If you look at how the police carry out their duties, you know, say it's somebody there at the helm of affairs, a good professional who knows the work of a police. And so if you have a leader like that, I feel say every police officer need for imitate this man, the new IG they get, you know, because he's been professional. No matter what of he getting himself, everybody getting excesses, but he's been professional. He has kept that police institution very well, and very professional, you know. So for let you police officer, they allege that you, and then make the youth them take up on themselves. No, enough for be so. And again to the youth them, nobody know for you know for be lawless. Every issues get away for settle. You know for take up the law for yourself, you know. If the police, if another alleged thing that this will happen to a colleague by Qaeda, una get the channel one for go to for report this matter rather than una take upon ourselves. We don't want them this away with the one they get kata in the country. We don't want that. We don't come. Not for mind you. So most Silent know say when we get civil interregnum, when at the civil war, now from Kala force it starts. And so if we begin to read some of the things today, it make people they begin to call. And this is not good for we, and this is not good for the peace of Salone. So it's good that they are investigating, and I hope say they will come to an amicable solution, and also see say they secure a way forward, and that not happen again. And every police officer needs to know say the life of every Salone and need to be protected.
Okay, we'll pick calls now inside the show. We go first caller on the phone. Good morning. Your name outside the call from?
From South City, please.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, so I tell you that Baku the call the presenter or I don't know if when anybody I want to today I forget TV. Because about one thing when I can one for level the go to like they do so now this kind of is very important when I don't want to count up. But something we don't pass when I repeat, I know okay more than this small. Like that vice president he talk about the commodity prices that this country, other country there, and that's true. Something when they were cheap now, Ghana, Guinea, and Liberia, because we have very frequent like Liberia and Guinea, like the currency, a value. Me the whole million, I go buy with time. One inside Morovia. Yes, me one. I the whole land go buy one and Morovia.
Okay.
What you know more? You know, the Lyon what they want, that 20 million notes with the 10 million. They force about that the one time. But for say, and we always make we not get the value say today, what would they see compare this Leon, the name million and Leon and thousand or what they call it? Nine are the problem.
Thank you. Thank you.
You see?
079994993, call and make a contribution inside the show regarding the issues we don't discuss so far. Hello, you name outside the call from.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Sends what you call from Kisi.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, about this citizenship of Mrs. Gates Contractis Senge. Maybe I think we guess maybe for realizing in anything you request for it, say ask and you may receive. If you apply for, we get people, there are a lot of people that we don't count, they apply for citizenship for naturalization. Then they can review case they could give you. We get Mrs. Marian Sise. We don't work up Puroko for a long time. You apply for her. I mean, it's several people than they. But say because you're born in a country, if you don't apply for it, they will just give you as blanket. So also all over the world, people then they go where you apply for citizenship, they can review your case and you will get that. It's not political. Nobody don't owe you that thing for say. Those are private things.
Okay, thank you. 079994993. Would it take more calls inside the show? So far, it is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Yes. Go ahead, sir.
What I want to talk about how salon food cheap than Guinea or Liberia. I tell we brother Tengi waiting at the studio. If you not analyze and I'm so happy. And Guinea money no go value pass salon money, then salon food go cheap than Guinea money. Who's kind miracle? How that could able happen? Yes, one salon money, then let cross Panamuya, let you know how the difference is there. Then now we left then, and I'm so glad he back about the resident minister Nakailang. He hold the situation concerning police and civilian. And the police and civilian, anytime when they meet up, pass die must commodity. And the police now professionals. We know what happened, McKinney. Machine on machine, I think about one person or two person then die they back. And this not for the happen. Every year, people then they reduce by killing. That's not fine for Sierra Leoneans.
Okay, thank you.
So we beg the police that anytime when they meet up with civilian, like they know how then they handle the thing.
Thank
so
you.
now that again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
079994993. Call and make a contribution regarding the topic then we don't discuss so far. Hello, you name outside the call from.
Alex from Foberu.
Yes, go ahead.
Most of the food items there, they come out salon, Guinea in Liberia. When you can climb China off the lane, the city Liberia must carry the pack. Where the load, for food boost and where the come out salon here and go Liberia. So how on earth now Liberia will cheap than Sierra Leone and Sierra Leone they come go Liberia? That just it don't make any sense. Even in Guinea, where they come out Guinea, there's no long Sierra Leone they can go business about both food items and other stocking them. Then they come out they can load from Guinea, can load and Sierra Leone, both are Guinea. How you go again? You go tell me say it's cheap na Guinea. That same product say. Why me no go sell I want me product so I get. Why no say if I sell I have more money, then I go sell na Guinea. Why will get less? So it really makes sense. When I watch, I can't really see for na sell on the top continue and know you get am clear. But I know what top continue where not to really continue clear. Kind of feeling that kind of decision. Okay. Who like look the loot.
Thank you.
Kai na this fact here. They see like Guinea must carry the loot for go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
079994993. We'll pick more calls inside the show. So far call and make a contribution regarding the issues where we don't discuss.
Good morning, Epic.
Good morning.
Lamin Samuel Koyato.
Yes, go ahead, Lamin.
Yeah. The unfortunate way happened to Sierra Leone. Now that the government now they set the agenda. Whatever they say, now the facts. We not get independent sources again. Because some of them say they go the vice president talk and so. I mean, for other people and back when are independent people, we go come with the facts for we. Nobody know the way we talk bad about himself. Now good good name, I like people to do bad too, but we go praise himself. So we know we will get facts from government officials. We only will get facts from independent source. So now the unfortunate thing that will not happen. Then the resident minister, thank you for the good job, and I pray say you will continue to maintain the peace, because one grain life will go, a big loss for this country.
Thank you.
We not know how that possible before can be for Salon, but kudos and keep the peace.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll pick 3 more calls and wrap up the show so far. 079-994-993. Hello, you name outside the call from.
Samayo, good morning.
Yes, Suleiman, good morning.
Suleiman.
Okay.
Sister, you see African politicians, I don't think say they get a thinking faculty where then they think for white man and black man or black African continent or country. Think what you supposed to do in your country. Why you go do in a white man country? Then no they do them thing then they. Then no they come on and country they can make policy or statement in Africa. You know possible. Then the other thing what I want to talk about now, about this Sierra Leone economy, this no there. That me and you don't tell what we don't Canada the dunia. We don't observe Sierra Leone, Guinea, Liberia, and Senegal, Mali, Gambia. All them country then make them country from Sierra Leone money. You they take your 200 million, you they go make building in Guinea or Senegal. Why is all that for change?
Okay.
Then the politicians they know they work. Sierra Leone economy, they don't. Why is Guinea money for bit Sierra Leone money? First time you pull 1 pound, they get 1,000 silly. I mean, 1,000 silly. What you in silly? Why that for be? Now because they know they work, then your education from paper to pen. You don't know.
Thank you.
They change it here.
Thank you. 2 more calls and we wrap up. 079-994-993. I think the debate kind of interesting. If the commodities na Guinea cheap as Salon or Salon cheap as Guinea and Liberia anyways. Hello, you name outside the call from?
From St. John.
Bumper, go ahead.
Well, if maybe sleep and weak, very be careful about them. Yes, we said they.
Hello. Bumper, you line the break.
You get me?
Yeah, go ahead now. Yes, yeah.
Okay, I say if we sleep and wake, now the police, and we for very be careful. They want to take the law now we earn. Where them go bond up that police station they so it no mean it's a losses for government. And the way how we don't see IGP Selu, they handle the police, they call me brother talk about. We need for them plus because it's not easy for them here they sleep and wake when they see activity they take place. So we need for give kudos towards the police. We not say the bad X they not did. Then they but let we know they take the law now we earn. If we not stop them, if we not stop that in our nation, now so what's that? We always forget say there is a way of redress where we forsake. But you have people that want to take the law at the hand and not forget Kainao, the signal of Kainao in those days of the war. If they don't begin to start them thing in day, I feel say it not go good for we security one our nation. And let us say let's have no say now they the Pacomo IGP na in down there. So if all now want try for provoke we have not go support that.
Thank you.
What they do for we appreciate as a nation for now.
Thank you so much.
We want to continue. She don't sleep away. Nothing will happen. That will start for run
Thank
again.
you.
Thank you.
One more call and we wrap up. 079-994-993. Now the number for call inside the show. Hello, you name outside the call from?
Yeah, this is the call from Barbados.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't have small concern concerning that passport thing. Because like if I come on, I go marry in England. So that means I wish for me they not give me because the people are really good. They think that's in a politics business or anything. Yes, we country, it's not better right now, but it's better for me past every other African country. I prefer India. If then say no, they make it down there. It's just like if I left my country, I go or even anybody when a political policy left the country, go outside. It's a wish for them again citizenship. It's not a wish for them again.
Okay.
You know, see?
Yeah, thank you. Well, we're not pick any more calls again. We wrap up the show now, man. You don't listen to the various callers.
Yeah, it's very interesting. The debate very, very interesting. First of all, for start with the last caller where they asked whether if you marry a foreigner, if you know which other then give you partner citizenship. Nobody know they oppose the citizenship way then get Senge. We are just questioning others we say they don't raise issues, say they not give their citizenship. There's a caller we say if you not apply, they know they give you. Yes, citizenship number application where you apply should say you don't express interest. But if they don't, if these people, all our descents don't come to the public and say the government refuse to give them, it means they don't apply. Maybe they don't do them informally or formally to the government. Maybe they don't listen to them, so then they start to come to the media and soccer. So me and you two need to check whether how many times they don't apply. Maybe you self not get the information how many times they don't apply, or if they don't apply or they don't apply it. So this is the thing. So we need to clarify them first. To the other callers we say in the use loans for buying inside Liberia, and I beg to differ because you already used the loans after within the Liberian border, Sierra Liberian border, and did do the exchange. And before you reach clear checkpoint, if you're not supposed to go to Liberia, clear checkpoint is the last checkpoint for you for come out from Liberia for enter inside Monrovia city. That within that axis then already they use loans. So I don't know whose partner Monrovia where they use the loans for buy anyway. So you go for clarify to you one day. Yeah. So this is the thing. We are not saying there are certain things we yesterday I talk say cheaper in this color country and cheaper to salon. Some expensive in this country and cheaper in a salon. My analysis yesterday that I make a very clear say yes, some things can be cheaper. I talk about the flour mill. For the fact that we don't get flour mill factory, obviously bag of flour very cheap. I think it's about 200 euros or 250 you get a bag of flour. Whilst in other countries, about $30, $25 US equivalent, you could get a bag of flour. So it's expensive. A cup of rice, I mentioned yesterday, a cup of rice in Liberia is about 20 LD, equivalent to 3 leons in Liberia. I mean, a salon. So it means a cup of rice in salon more expensive than that of Liberia. So you see, so the comparison different. Yes, people in the camp, na salon for can buy commodities for can go to the country, but when they can't go there, because of the economy, they decide are cheaper. Example, you did a Geneva border, you buy watermelon, 30 leons for big watermelon. Now Geneva border because I'm like salon day, when you can go side Monrovia, you buy expensive, they buy like a $900 Liberian dollar. Which is more expensive.
Equivalent.
I don't check that, but they buy more expensive, in Liberia. So you see, so it's cheaper in a salon within the border axis, not in Freetown. A pineapple within Gendema, it's cheaper. But we can have Freetown, it's expensive. Where you go to Liberia again, whether they slice them, it's more cheaper. But they say the whole one, it's expensive. So it's like this. So there's a difference between them and this. So it's about how you look at your economy, how you look at your currency. You remove for the time we say cheaper, we say expensive, or we say expensive, we say cheaper. But we have to appreciate on our comments them, on our thoughts them, we always appreciate them, and we remain for BAP credit, and we always want for bringing on our cogent information. Tomorrow I want to say thank you.
Thank you so much, James Camaramane, and thanks to everybody who make the show possible. DJ Wonder give you technical support inside the studio. So you see Abubakar Bendu, and we make Unasuri live on Facebook and YouTube. The producers of the show, Nafatma Talebi and Reginald Brian Ojukutusoya, executive producer Teresa Thomas. Until tomorrow, we will go join you again with the midweek edition of the Epic Morning Show. Marion Precious, George say, have a beautiful day and tata.